Hello friends, welcome to our channel where we are offering lessons in mathematics. So please, if you are watching us for the first time, I would encourage you to subscribe. Okay? I would encourage you to subscribe to the channel. That is the only way that you'll be able to get each and every video that we post. And it's not just subscribing, you also have to ensure that you turn on your notification button. Alright? Please subscribe and subscribe. For those of you that have already subscribed, please we say thank you so much. We know that the survival of this channel depends on you people. Alright? Okay, so in this lesson, we want to see how we can solve the 2017 mathematics paper 2, that is the November exams. Okay, so let's see. The person that is taking you through here is Peter Kamal. So I'll take you through out the paper. Alright? Okay, so that's the question. Pause the video, copy it, so that as I demonstrate, you're able to follow what we are saying. Alright, thank you. Okay, so we have question 1. Question 1. We are saying given that matrix M is equal to 3, 5, negative 2, and x. Alright? So I'm sure most of you that are coming for this revision, maybe you have already done the entire syllabus, then you are going for this, or you are comfortable with more things but just want you to revise. We are here providing that service. Alright? So Roman numeral 1. Find the value of x for which the determinant of m is 22. Alright? So we want to find the value of x for which the determinant is 22. So the determinant is 22. Alright? Now how do we find x? Because we're talking about the determinant, you write the expression for the determinant. Alright? How do you do it? You will say the product of elements in the major diagonal minus the minor. In this case, you say 3 times x, alright, minus 5 times negative 2. Okay? So we say this is 22 is equal to 3 by x is 3x. Alright? Now, 5 by negative 2 is negative 10. Negative 10 by negative, it is positive 10. Okay? If you want, you can write this. You can put this on the left hand side or like that. So we can say 3x plus 10 is equal to 22. Nothing has changed. Then we say 3x is equal to 22. This will go the other side, it becomes minus 10. Alright, so 3x is equal to 22 minus 10. We get 12. Alright, 12. But our interest is x. We want to get x. Means that 3 has to go. How? Because there's multiplication, we'll divide here. Alright? Once you divide by 3 here, you divide by 3 so that you're able to balance the equation. So even here, you divide by what? 3. Okay? So this x and this one will cancel. Therefore, our x is equal to 3 into 12. We get what? 4. And that is our answer. Okay? So, we are saying x is equal to what? 4. What does it mean? It simply means that here where there is x, you need to note that it is 4. Okay? Then, Roman numeral 2. We are saying, hence find the inverse of m. Now, what is the definition of the inverse? So, if I'm dealing with matrix M, the inverse of m will be denoted by that. Okay? This is equal to 1 over determinant of m times adjoint of m. Okay? That is that's how we're going to get the inverse. So we're saying our inverse, m inverse is 1 over, what is the determinant? We are saying the determinant is 22 and not x. In most cases we tend to make mistakes. Alright? So we get 22 and put it here and say 22, open bracket, by that we are multiplying. Then what is the adjoint? So to get the adjoint, you need to look at the matrix. We are saying the matrix here is 3, negative 2, 5. X here is what? 4. Okay, so this is the matrix that we are dealing with. I hope it is okay. So now to get the adjoint, you interchange the positions of elements in the major diagonal. Alright? So here where there is 3 you put 4, here you put 3. So you have got 4 here, and here you put what? 3. But for these elements multiply by negative. Alright? So negative by positive you have got negative 5. Then negative by negative you have got positive 2. Okay? And this one is your answer. You can multiply, alright? There's no problem. But according to the definition, that is our answer. Okay, so we are done with question 1A. Take note, this is A. Then we go to B. Okay? Alright, so you can copy, that is question 1B. Pause the video, copy it, then we do it together. Okay? Okay, so let's look at 1B. We are saying a survey carried out at Kulima farming block showed that 44 farmers planted maize. So you begin to get the data, alright? We are saying those that planted maize were 44. Alright? 32 planted sweet potatoes. So we say sweet potatoes, I can just do that. They were 32. Okay? Then we have those that planted the cassava. Cassava, they were 37. So you need this data first before you start answering. Okay? 14 planted both maize and sweet potatoes. So both maize and it's an intersection. Alright? Sweet potatoes. Okay, how many were they? We are saying these were 14. This data is very important. Okay? 24 planted both sweet potatoes and cassava. So for sweet potatoes, intersection cassava, there were 24. So you get this data. Then 20 planted both maize and cassava. So maize, intersection cassava, there were 20. Okay? Then 9 planted all the 3 crops. That is the maize, intersection, sweet potatoes, intersection, cassava. Or you can say maybe all the 3. There were how many? 9. Okay? Then 6 did not plant any of the 6 did not plant any of these crops, meaning that those that did not plant any, that is the complement of their union, is 6. Alright? Those that planted none, there were how many? 6. That is outside these sets. So what we are going to do now is, because we have this part where we had farmers that planted all the 3 crops, it means we are going to create what we call joint sets. The 3 who have a common point. Alright? But if this was not given, you are not going to do that. Okay, so this is very cardinal. So it means you create a Venn diagram where the 3 sets are intersecting. Take note. That is the Roman numeral 1, where you are asked to say, illustrate this information on a Venn diagram. Right? So, you're going to do a diagram like, okay, the one I'm putting it, you have got E here, that is the universal set. So you have got maize, then we have sweet potatoes, then we have cassava here. Alright? So we are saying, those that do not plant any, alright? There were 6, so you put the 6 outside, you don't put a dot. Then those that planted the 3 were 9. Now, in this case, this 9 will be put in a region that belongs to all the 3 sets. And in this case, this is the region or the area there. Okay? Alright, so okay, so let me just change it, maybe so that we are able to differentiate. So you have got 6 here, then here there is the 9. Okay? Then what you are going to do now, you go to the intersections. You say maize intersection sweet potatoes. Alright, it's 14. That is in this region. Maize intersection is sweet potatoes. It is in 14. Okay, so you are going to say, since I already have 9 here, okay, what is 14 minus 9? Because in this region we need to have 14. Okay, so you are going to say 14 minus 9. What do you get? You get 5. So the 5 will be here. Now, this 5 shows the number of farmers that planted maize and sweet potatoes only. Okay? That planted both maize and sweet potatoes only. Then we go to this one. It means here we are done this one. We have used this. I think we have used that and this one. Alright? Then we say those that planted sweet potatoes and the cassava intersection. Both sweet potatoes and what? Cassava. Okay. So we have got sweet potatoes here and the cassava. What is the number? We have got 24. So we are going to say 24 minus 9. Alright? 24 minus 9. What do we get? We get about 15. Alright? So that is what you are going to put there. Okay. It means this one has been used. Then you go to maize and the cassava. Maize and the cassava. So in this region we need to have 20, but I already have 9. So I'll say 20 minus 9, what do we get? Get 11. Alright, so I have got the 11. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do is you look at, you now begin to deal with these sets one by one. Remember, this is paper 2, so you need to use a calculator. You must be free to use a calculator. Alright? So I'll go to maize. How many planted the maize? We are saying 44. So what you are going to do now is, you add all these numbers that are in maize. The answer must be 44 or less. Alright? If it will be 44, it means here there should be nothing. But if the value will be greater than 44, it means the data is not correct. It must be 44 or less than 44. Alright, so let's add. We are saying this plus that you get what? 20. Plus 5 you get 25. So now you are going to say 44 minus 25. And the answer is what? About 19. Okay? 19. That is your answer. Okay, please, like I said, feel free to use a calculator because this is paper 2. Alright? Then we go to the next one. So this one has been used as well. Then we go to sweet potatoes. So we are saying those that planted sweet potatoes in totality, they are 32. Alright? So now you need to add this. The answer must be 32 or less. So 5 plus that you have got 20. Plus 9 you have got 29. Then you say 32 minus 29. What do you get? You get your 3. Then you put your 3 here. Okay? Then this one also has been done. Then I go to cassava. Alright? So I'll say, how many planted cassava in totality? 37. Okay? Then I'll try to add this. 11 plus 9 you have 20. 20 plus 15 you have 35. So 37 minus 35 you have got 2 here. Okay? That is what you are going to have. And that is your Venn diagram. This is Roman numeral 1. Okay? That is your Venn diagram. That is our Roman numeral 1. Okay? Alright? Okay, so this is the Roman numeral 1. We can go to Roman numeral 2. How many farmers A were at this farming block? So what you can do is, you add this, or you can just pick one of the sets to say for maize it is 44, right? So you mean the whole of this one is 44. So you can say 44 plus the rest. Don't say again for sweet potatoes, you confuse things. You can say maize already is 44. Let me add this. Alright, so I'll say plus 3 plus 15 plus 2 plus 6. Okay? You need to work out that. You can do it manually, or you get your, say 44 plus 18 plus 8. Alright? So you'll be able to get 70 here. So, or you add these numbers one by one, you'll still be able to get 70. Okay? Then we go to the next one, B. Okay. How many farmers planted maize only? Those that just planted maize were 19, just this one. That is maize only. 3 represents those that planted sweet potatoes only. Alright? Then C. We want the number of farmers who planted 2 different crops. Alright? 2 different crops. Not 3, but 2. Meaning that maize and sweet potatoes. Alright? Sweet potatoes and cassava. Cassava and the maize. In this case, what we have? We have got 5 plus this region. Alright? Plus 11 plus 15. Okay? So, what we get? This plus that is 20. Plus this one, you get 30. You have 31. Alright? That is the answer. Okay, so like we are saying, this is our answer. So that's how you deal with these things. Okay? And we are done with question 1. We go to question 2. Okay, so you can copy, that is question 2a. You can copy it. Okay. Pause the video, copy. Okay, so let's read together. So we are dealing with question 2a. Alright? We are saying a box contains 5 white. So white, there are 5. Alright? 4 blue, there are 4. And yellow ones, we have 3 pieces of chalk. A piece of chalk is selected at random from the box and not replaced. So you pick one and you don't replace it. Alright? Okay. A second piece of chalk is then selected. So in total you'll have selected 2. You get one, you don't select, you don't replace it, you go and pick a second one. Alright? So 2 pickings. Okay, so Roman numeral 1. Draw a tree diagram to show all the possible outcomes. Alright, so Roman numeral 1. So we have to draw a tree diagram. Okay? So there's a technique here that you need to develop. Okay, or that you need to have. So because we've got these 3 colors, we'll create a diagram that will have 3 branches. Alright? So we have white, blue, and yellow. Okay. Alright? So this will represent the first picking. Then we can have the second picking. So I'll do them in advance, then explain what we are talking about. Okay? Again, here you repeat, you have white, blue, yellow, then W, B, Y. White, blue, and yellow. Okay? So this represents the second picking. So what we are saying is that you have 5 white, 4 red, and blue, then 3 are yellow. So when you add this plus that, you get 9. 9 plus 3, you get 12. So in total, we have got 12 pieces of chalk. So if I tell you, say, go and pick one, you'll be picking out of 12. So in the first picking, we are picking out of all 12. So we'll say, what is the probability of picking white? How many white do I have? How many white pieces do I have? 5 out of all 12. How about the blue ones? They are 4 out of all 12. The yellow ones, they are 3 out of all 12. That is it for the first picking. Now, after you've picked, you even throw it. Then I tell you, go and throw, go and pick again. It means as you go for the second time, the total has reduced from 12 to 1. I mean to 11. So everything here will be over 11, over 11, over 11. Everything throughout. Alright? 11, 11, 11, 11. Alright? Everything will be over 11 because you have picked one and you have not replaced. Now, because we are saying we have just picked one, we have not mentioned the color. Alright? Of the piece of chalk that we have picked. Hence, we begin to make assumptions. Alright, so we are going to say, what if the one that we picked here was a white one? It means as I go for the second one, the number of white pieces of chalk will reduce from 5 to 4. So we have got 4 over 11 here. If you are making an assumption on white, then these two colors will maintain their total number. So in this case, here I'll maintain the 4. Alright, 4 over 11. Then here I'll maintain the what? 3. Then I'll jump from here, I'll come to blue and make an assumption on blue. To say, what if in the first picking I picked a blue piece of chalk? It means here, the number of blue pieces of chalk will reduce by 1 from 4 to 3. So here there will be 3. 3 over 11. So if I make an assumption on blue, for white here I'll pick 5. Alright? Then for yellow here I'll pick 3. Okay? Then I'll jump from here, come to yellow. And make an assumption that I picked a yellow one here. It means here, the number of yellow pieces of chalk will have to reduce by 1, from 3 to 2. Now, if I'm dealing with y, I'll get this. Here I'll get 5. Then here I'll get 4. Then that is your tree diagram, right? You get your 2 marks. If you want, you can say outcomes and probabilities, but even that one is okay. You get your 2 marks also. 2 marks in this case. Okay. So we go to Roman numeral 2. What is Roman numeral 2? Find the probability of selecting pieces of chalk of the same color. Okay? The probability of selecting pieces of chalk of same color. What does it mean? You are going to get white, white. Alright? Or you get blue, blue. Or you get yellow, yellow. Alright? By all, we are recognizing that these are mutually exclusive. So what we are going to do is, we'll say, what's the probability of white in the first and white in the second? Just go and map them. Here it is 5 over 12 white. So we have got 5 over 12 times. What is white here? 4 over 11. 4 over 11 plus, okay, BB. Blue here and blue there. Here it is 4 over 12. 4 over 12 by this one here, it is 3 over 11. 3 over 11 plus, because of this yellow, yellow. So here it is 3 over 11 and 3 over 12. Here 2 over 11. So you have got 3 over 12 by 2 over 11. This is what we are going to have. Okay? So the next thing that we need to do now is to multiply. Okay? So we are going to say 5 by, you can multiply 5 by 4, which is 20. Please, if you are not sure, you can use your calculator. Alright? Then you say 12 by 11. 12 by 11. This is paper 2. Make use of your calculator. You say I have 132. Alright? Then plus The next one is this by that. Okay. That is 4 by 3, you have got 12. Then this by that you have already multiplied here in this case. So you have got 132. Alright? Plus, you may not need to reduce, you can reduce at the end. Okay? Then again, this by that you have got 6. Over this by that you have got 132. So, because the denominator is 132 throughout, you can maintain it. Alright? Then just add what is on the top here. You say this 20 by 12 you have 32. 32 by 8 you have got 38. If you are not sure, please can you utilize your calculator. Alright? Okay, so you can utilize your calculator. Then what we need here is to reduce this. You check if at all you can reduce it. How? Like I keep on saying, you can let me just demonstrate it. Okay? So you have this. So you're going to say 38. Then you come here. There is this part. This part. A slash B. This one. That's one you have to punch. Then you say 132. Okay? Okay, this part. That's what you needed to punch. Then you come to 132. It's very important, this one. This one. A slash B. Then you just say equals. Have you seen the answer? That is 19 over 66. That is your answer. Okay, so you say, my answer here is 19 over 66. It makes your job easy. You don't need to sweat. Alright? So, I think we are done with the A. We go to B. Okay, so that is part B. Okay, you can copy it. Question 2B. Okay. So let's see how we can solve the problem together. We are saying in the diagram below, OP, vector OP is 2P, OQ is 4P, and the PX from B to X and X to Q. So this is like 1 to 2, alright? It means that from P to Q, in terms of the ratio, it is 3. When the ratios are given, they're not given for formality, they're very important, and you need to interpolate them first. Alright? Roman numeral 1. I think you were saying express in terms of P and O, Q, A, PQ. Okay, so we want to get Roman numeral 1, A. Want to find the PQ. Okay, so we are saying I want to move from P to Q, alright? You are at this point. This is your starting point. You want to go there. We're saying apart from taking this route, which other route can you take? You can move from P to O to Q. Even the other side, but the problem is here it has not been defined. So I can move from P to O to Q. So I'll say PO, alright, plus OQ. Okay. So we are saying PQ is equal to what is PO? You are moving from P to O. You are going against the direction of the vector. So you are going to say this is negative 2P plus what is OQ? That is 4P. Alright, so we have got 4P here. Okay, and that is our answer, basically. Okay, so we go to B. What is B? B, we are saying PX. Alright, we are saying PX. So, when you look at PX here, we have been given something in terms of the ratio of PX. We are saying PX to XQ is 1 to 2. Now, this PX lies on the vector PQ. It's part of vector PQ, or a fraction of vector PQ. In this case, what is that fraction? It is 1 over 3. Because from here to there, it is 1. From there to there, it is 2. So when you look at the total ratio for PQ, it is 3. So PX is on PQ. So we're going to say px is equal to 1 divided by the total ratio here on which it runs, which is 3 of what? This is of vector pq. Alright? So we'll say, okay, px is equal to 1 over 3. Open the bracket. What is pq? Pq is here. Alright? PQ is negative 2p plus 4. Okay, let's take notes. This one. I don't think this is P. This should be Q. Alright? Take note. This is Q. So this one should be Q. Okay. Otherwise, we would have added there. So this should have been Q here. Alright? Should have been Q. Meaning that here we say 4Q. Okay? That is the answer, or you can distribute. You can say Px is equal to this by that will be negative 2 over 3P. Alright? Plus 1 by 4 will be 4 over 3Q here. Okay. This one is our answer. Okay? Then we go to C. C. What is C? We are saying let's find OX. OX. So we want to move from O to go. This is your initial point and this is your terminal point. We want to find this. Alright, so we can move from O to P to X. Or move from O to Q to what? X. But you realize that this one we have not yet found it. It means you will have to labor to calculate this. If you were to take this route, it will be easier because we already have Px. So we say O, P, then Px. Alright? So we say OP plus Px. So the first letter here and the last letter there will give you what you're looking for. Always, regardless of how many you take. Alright? So we are saying OX is equal to what is OP? OP is 2P. Okay? 2P plus what is Px? Alright. Px is here. Alright? Negative 2 over 3P plus 4 over 3Q. Now because there is a negative here, I'll just bring the negative here. I'll say minus 2 over 3P plus 4 over 3Q. Because that is our Px. Now, you realize that these two can be combined, alright, by subtracting. So, say, we get the denominator here, which is 3, just this and that, alright? 1 times 3, you get 3. Then you cross multiply. 3 by 2p, you have got 6p, minus 1 by 2p, you have got 2p, okay, plus 4 over 3q, okay? And what we get? When you subtract there, you have got 4p, or 4 over 3p plus, okay, 4 over 3q. Okay, that is our answer. Okay, that is our answer. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Okay. Given that OC is equal to HOX, sometimes they can ask you just to write this one. Alright? They say find OC if OC is equal to HOX. So you can find that one. Or where we give you this, then we say show that this is equal to that. Sometimes you can produce two questions from here. Alright? Okay, so we are saying first OC is equal to HOX. Then we show that CQ is equal to this one. Okay, where is our C? C to Q. So you might need to move from C to O to Q. Okay, so Okay, so we are saying OC is equal to H of X. This will be equal to, what is our, so we have H, take note, H is a constant, you can even put K, okay? So, H open bracket, what is our OX, this one? 4P over 3 plus 4Q over 3, okay? Then you can distribute. You can say, this is 4H over 3, you can put your vector here, there's no problem, plus 3H over 3 for here, 4H over 3, then we have got Q. That is what we have, okay? Then we are saying, we need to show that CQ is equal to this one. So we are moving from C to Q. So you look at how you can find this. So you can move from C to O to what? C. Especially that we have been given this, so it must be used in our combination, right? Or in our computation. Okay, so we are going to say CQ. We'll write the expression for finding CQ. We'll say this is CO plus OQ. Okay? So now, CQ is equal to CO. CO is the opposite to this one. Okay? So you can introduce a negative here. Say negative 4H over 3P, because OC is this one. So CO is the opposite, so you denote it by a negative, alright? Plus 4H over 3Q. Plus, what is our OQ? OQ is 4Q. We say plus 4Q. Okay. Can bring down this. Okay, so we are saying CQ is equal to, we distribute now. Distribute that. So we are going to say negative. Now, maybe if I write that. So as you calculate, you must look at what we are dealing with here. Alright? That this, the one with a P here, should be at the end with a negative. Okay, it's always important that you give out what we are supposed to do. Take note. Okay, so we are going to say negative 4H over 3P minus 4H over 3Q plus 4 what? Q. Okay. So you can say CQ is equal to a negative 4H over 3. I hope it is okay. Then there's P here. Alright. Now, when you look at this one, this is positive. Okay? This is a positive key. So we can say plus here. Then we look for what is common. Okay. What is common here? There's 4. So we factor out 4. Again, there is Q here. They want you also to factor out Q. You can even bring it here or you take the other one. It doesn't matter. Okay, you can even put your Q here. Okay? Or even there. It is one and the same. So now, these are the factors of these two terms. So 4 and 4 will cancel. This and that will cancel, remain with negative H over 3, or negative 1 over 3H. Okay? Which is this one. Alright, so you have negative H over 3. Because this and that guy have divided, this and this one they have divided. Alright? Now, positive into positive to be positive. 4, take note here we are dealing with 4Q. So 4Q into 4Q is a 1. And this one and this one, they're exactly the same. Or you rewrite it in the manner they want it. Alright? But it is exactly the same. You can say, I'll say 4 open bracket, you start with a plus, positive, minus h over 3. Then you bring your q here, then you take this guy on the other side. Minus 4h over 3p. That is the answer, which is this. Alright? We must make sure that everything should be there, the same. Okay? Then you just put up, say, hence verified or shown. Hence shown. Okay? Then that is your answer. Okay? Alright. Okay. Let's deal with question 3. Pause the video and copy the question. Okay? So 3a, we are saying construct quadrilateral ABC in which AB is 10 centimeters, angle ABC is 120, angle BAD is 60, BC is 7 centimeters, and AD is 11. Alright, so pause the video and copy. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is do what I always call a sketch. Okay? Now, since I'm talking about a quadrilateral, you can draw any shape with the 4 sides. Okay? Then you can say maybe, now the secret is, you look at the angles given. In this case, I've been given 2 angles. So you let these be your bases. Alright? You let these be your bases. So you can say maybe I have angle A should be the base and angle B. So you say A, B, you can't go to C. C should be this one and the D. I've been told that AB is 10. Alright? Angle ABC is 120. Alright? Then angle BAD is 60. Okay? Then BC is 7 centimeters. AD is 11. So you need this. Okay? That's what we need. Okay, so we measure 10. So since I'll start from 1 here because of the ruler here. It means I can go even up to 11. So start from here, yeah, up to there. Okay, so we are saying this is A and this is B. This distance is 10 centimeters. Alright? So the next thing that you can do is to measure this angle, the 60, with a protractor here. So this point will be put here, and the black line here should lie in this line, like here, the way I'm doing it. Okay, so you take time, you adjust. So you start from 0 here, not outside from the line. So my 60 is this one, so I'll put a dot. Okay, then from here to a certain point D here, it must be 11. So how do you measure the 11? Use your ruler and the compass here. So say from, maybe if I start from 1, I can go all the way to 12. Okay, all the way to 12, so that it gives me 11 because I started from 1. Then you hold your compass, you create an arc. Alright, then what you do is you get a ruler, draw a line from point A passing through this all the way to the arc. Okay, it means that is where your D should be. This is your D. Then you measure 120. Okay, make 120. Okay, so this is 0, you go all the way up to 120. 120 is this one. You put a dot here at 120. Then from here to C7. So I will do the same. This side. Then in this case, I'll go for 7. But since I'm starting from 1, I'll go to 8. But 8 minus 1 is 7. Okay? So I'll come here. P will be my center. Create an arc. I hope it is visible. Okay. Then join this point passing through the arc. Passing through the point up to the arc. So this one becomes your C. Then connect this point to that point direct. Okay? So we do that. Take note, we said this is 60 degrees, 120 degrees. This is 7 centimeters. And this is 11 centimeters. It means you are done with the A, 3A. So you can even say question 3A, it is the quadratic. A, B, C, D. Then B, measure and write the length of CD. Okay, so here you can just get your ruler and measure it. Alright. Now, because this part is it's eaten up, so I can start from 1. Okay, so you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 8.5. 8.6, 8.7. Alright? So you have DC or CD is equal to 8.7 centimeters. That is your answer. Of course, maybe here there could be a slight difference by maybe 0.1 or so. It's okay. Then B, within the quadrant ABC, draw the locus of points which are 8 centimeters from A. Alright, so what are we going to do? We'll come here, measure 8 centimeters. So here I'll go all the way to 9. Okay, go all the way to 9. Then come here, create an arc. You create an arc here. Just this one is enough. Just this one. I'm doing that so that you're able to see. Okay, that's our answer. Then you can name this as this is the C1. Then C2. Equidistant from BC and D, CD. What is common here is C. So you bisect angle C. Okay? You bisect angle C. How do you bisect? You open your compass here to any radius of your choice. Create an arc. Just an arc there. Then you come here where the arc is meeting the line. You create another arc inside. Come here, the original point, create an arc. Where they are meeting here, draw a line from this point to point C, then you extend it to the other end of the polygon or the quadrant. Alright, so you have this one. Okay, so this is your answer, and you can name this as C Roman numeral 2. Okay, you are done with that one. Then you come here, D. This is not mathematics, it's just grammar. Another point within the quadrant ABCD is such that it is 8 centimeters from A. So this point should be in here, all right? And equidistant from BC and CD. Equidistant from BC and CD, it is this line. So it must be in this line and the arc. In short, where this line is and the arc are intersecting at this point, all right? That is where you put your P, okay? Then D, another point, Q, within the quadrant ABCD, it is such that it is nearer to CD than BC. So when you are moving from this line, you come here, you are approaching CD. When you are moving from there, coming here, you are approaching what? BC. So we are saying this one should be nearer to CD, meaning that it must be this side, not down. All right? Greater or equal to 8 centimeters from A, meaning that you must be this side. Okay? Okay. So indicate by shading the region in which theta must lie. So we are going to shade this region. All right? This is the region. Okay, so that is your shading, and we are done. Then we go to the next question, question 4. Okay, question 4. Solve the equation 2x squared is equal to 6x plus 3, giving your answers correct to 2 decimal places. All right? So you can copy that question. So we have 2x squared is equal to 6x plus 3. All right? So in order for us to work out this one, we can write it in standard form. We need to produce a 0. So say 2x squared minus 6x minus 3, the answer will be a 0, where A is equal to 2, B is equal to negative 6, and C is equal to negative 3. Then we apply our formula and say x is equal to, this formula is given here, all right, on the first page. Okay, the formula for solving a quadratic equation, this one. That's the one we are trying to use here. Okay, so we are saying this x is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. X is equal to, now I'll say negative, b is negative 6, close, plus or minus the square root of b is negative 6 squared, minus 4. What is my a? Is 2. And what is my c? Negative 3, in brackets. Divide everything by 2a. What is our a? Our a is 2, okay? So this is x is equal to, negative by negative will be positive. Positive 6, so just write 6. Plus or minus the square root of, so here what you do is you punch it the way it is. Alright, so how are you going to punch it? You are going to say, open the bracket, negative 6 to the power 2, minus 4. Open the bracket, 2, close. Open the bracket, negative 3, close. What do you get? Take note, I think we've not punched nicely here. Take note. Alright, so I have to be careful in punching. So negative 6 to the power 2 minus 4. Open the bracket, 2 times, you have negative 3 there. What do you get? So here we have got 60. This by that, it is what? 4. Then x is equal to, you are going to say 6 plus, right? You start with a plus, plus the square root of 60. What is the answer? This is my answer. I divide it by what? 4. What do I get? That is what we get there. Okay? You have got 3.6491673. You give this one to 1 decimal, 2 decimal places. After a point, take note here, there is 4 here in between. Here there is 4, yeah. So you count 2 decimal places, 1, 2, you consider this one as 1. 1 plus 3, 4. 3.44. okay? Or you say x is equal to the first one. Now the second one, now we'll say the same 6, but pick a minus. Minus the square root of 60. What is the answer? That is the answer, alright? This answer should be divided by 4. What do we get? Negative 0.436491,673. Alright? Then we say x is equal to 1, 2. You cut here and consider 6 as 1. 1 plus 3, 4. Negative 0.44 is our answer. Okay? A has been done. Then we can go to B. Okay? What is B? B, we are supposed to find the volume of the frustum. The figure below is the frustum of a cone. The base diameter and the top diameter are 42 and 14 respectively, while the height is 20. Take pi at 3.142, then calculate its volume. So we are saying to find the volume of a cone, we say h over 3, open the bracket, area of the top part plus area of the base plus the square root of a1 times a2. This is your answer. Now, what is the a1? It is the top part here. Alright? Now, when you look at this one, this is a circle. So, what's the formula of a circle? Pi r squared. So, I will say pi is 3.142. Open the bracket. What is our radius? From there to there it is 14. Radius is 7. Okay? 7 squared. So, a1 is equal to, get your calculator and say 3.142 times, if one can say open bracket, 7 to the power 2. What do we get? 153.958. Then we get a2. The bottom part again is a what? A circle. Alright? So we say it is pi r squared. Pi 3.142. Our radius is, this is 42. What is half of 42? 21. Alright, so we say 21 squared. So A2 is equal to 3.142 times, open the bracket, 21 squared. What do we get? This is what we are getting. Alright, 1385.622. Okay, so we have this, then we substitute. Say volume is equal to, what is our height in this case? Our height is 20. So say 20 over 3. Open the bracket. What is A1? 153.958 plus A2 1385.622 plus, one can extend this, plus what? The square root of what? The same numbers. 153.958 times this number, 1385.622. You close here. Okay? So what you do is, you have this number here, you multiply it by this one first. So I'll say times 153.958. What is the answer? So when you multiply here, this is what you are going to get, okay? Now, you don't need to worry. Just punch the square root, because you need the square root. Direct to calculate, you'll get this one. Then add this. You say plus this one. 1385.622 plus, add this, 153.958. What is your answer? So it's like you have volume is 20 over 3. Here you have got 2001.454. All right? If you wanted to have even gone direct without even writing it, it's okay. Then we say this number times 20. The same one times what? 20 is equal to that one. Okay, this should be divided by 3. What do we get? This is our answer. 1334.02667. But we give our answer correct to 3 significant figures. 1, 2, 3. We cut here and consider 4 as 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. So we have 1, 3, 3. There's 1 point, one number before a point. I'll say 0 square, cubic centimeters. So this is our volume. Okay? And you get your 60 marks. That's our volume there. Okay? Okay, question 5. For the geometric progression 25, then 1 over 4, find the common ratio. Okay, this is A. You have got 25, 1 over 4. We need to find the common ratio. How do you find the ratio? You say second term minus first term. 5 divided by what? 20. But you can check if you can reduce this one. How do you do it? You punch 5, come to this symbol here, A/B, do 20. What do you get? This is 1 over 4. So this one is so R is 1 over 4. Okay? Then we go to Roman numeral 2. What is Roman numeral 2? The nth term. Okay? So here we are getting the formula. So we'll say Tn is equal to ARN minus 1 for a GP. So Tn is equal to, what is our first term? 20. And what is our common ratio? 1 over 4 to the power n minus 1. Alright, and that is our answer. So because we do not have a way of manipulating this, okay, so we end here. Alright, you can get that one. Then we go to the third one. Okay, the third one, the sum of the first 8 terms. Okay, so now to get the sum of the first 8, not to infinity, our n is what? 8. So say S8. Okay, it's 8, not to infinity. Take note, it's 8. Now, we need to look at the R. When you look at that, there are these formulas that you must know. Alright? This one. You say, if R is greater than 1, we are going to use this one. If R is less than 1, we are going to use this one. Now, our R is 1 divided by what? 4. This is less than what? 1. So we are going to use the first one here. Alright? So we are going to say, this is equal to A, open bracket 1, minus R to the N over 1 minus R. So the sum of the first 8 terms is equal to, I don't know why I keep on writing infinity. Alright, it's supposed to be 8. Our first term is 20. 1 minus our common ratio is 1 over 4 to the power 8. You close 1 minus 1 over 4. Okay, so the sum of the first 8 terms, alright, is equal to, you can say, here you can say 1 minus, open the bracket, this is 1 divided by 4, alright, to the power 8. This is the answer, okay? This times what? Times 20. What do you get? This is what you are going to get here. Alright, 19.99969,482 divided by, what is 1 minus 1 divided by 4? This is what you are going to get, 0.75. So we'll say this number now 19.99969482 divided by 0.75. This is the answer. 26.66625976. All right. You round off these to 2 decimal places. 1, 2, 3. You cut here and consider this one not 2 decimal places but 3 significant figures. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. You cut here and consider this one as 1. 1 plus this one is 7. 26.7. This is your answer. Then you are done with part A. You go to part B. Okay. I'll write B here. What is B? We are told to simplify that one. Alright? 14x to the power 3 over 9y squared divided by 7x to the 4 divided by 18y to the power 3. So you can say 14x to the power 3 over 9y squared times, you swap this, 18y to the 3 over 7x to the power 4. So now, please, we are using a calculator here. Multiply the numbers first. 14 times 18, what do you get? 252. So I've got 252. This times that you have got x to the power 3, y to the power 3. It makes your job easier if I told you using a calculator. Let's say 9 times 7, alright? 9 by 7 gets 63. So here you have got 63. Y squared x to the power 4. Okay? So now you say this is equal to deal with this, you can use a calculator, this one. You can say 252, this symbol, 63. Alright? Meaning that it is 4. This into that it is 4. Right? That is 63 there, 1, 63 here, it is 4. That's what it means. Okay? Because we have divided and we have found 4. So now, here there are 3 here, x to the power 3. When you cancel here, you remain with x. Here you have got y to the power 2 and y to the power 3. When you cancel here, it will be 1. Here there will be y. So here there is 4y. And what we have here, x. Alright, and that one is our answer. Okay, then we are done with the question 5. That's question 6. Start the flowchart below. Okay, the question here is here. Write a pseudocode corresponding to the flowchart program above. The first word here is start and the enter L. So I'll say here, take note, we are coming up with a pseudocode. So you have start, you write that. Okay. So it says start. Here there is enter error. So I'll say enter error here. Alright. Then the question here is a downward. Is r less than 0? Now instead of saying is, I'll say if r is less than 0, if it is yes, what happens? We are saying error and r must be positive. Alright? So we'll say if r is less than 0, then, okay, we'll say then display. You look at the pattern which I'm writing them. Display, what are we displaying? Error. Alright? R must be positive. Alright? So you display error, then R must be positive. Okay? If not, so say else. Okay, so say else what? else we calculate the area. We say area else A is equal to 1 over 2 austeric R austeric sin theta. Okay? Then we come to display here. But before we do that, we should always say and if. It's always a condition, the statement that has to be put there. Then after that we say display area. We say display or display A. Here they have written say area. Alright, so you can write in full, say display area. Then what happens? We stop. So that is a complete pseudo code, and we are done. You get your 5 marks. Alright? Okay, we go to question 6. Please subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to our channel, please. Alright? For those that have subscribed, thank you so much. Let's go to question 7. Pause the video, copy the question. Alright, in this section you need to answer 4 out of the possible 6. Each question carries 12 marks. Alright, so the diagram below shows locations of houses for a village, headman, his secretary, and a trustee. H is 1.3 kilometers from S. T is 1.9 kilometers from H. And the angle THS is 130. Alright, so that's what we have. Calculate the area of this triangle. Okay, so area is the easiest thing to do. Look at the length that you have been given. You say half times here it is 1.9 times here it is 1.3 times the sine of this angle given times sine 130. Alright, what do you do? Get your calculator and say 1 divided by 2 is equal times 1.9 times 1.3 times sine 130. What do you get? That is the area that we are getting. Alright, area is equal to 0.946064887. This will be in square kilometers. Kilometers to the power 2. You round it off to 3 significant figures. So area is equal to 1, 2, 3. The 0 before a point is not significant. So you take 0 as 0, 0 plus 6 is 6. So 0.946 square kilometers is our area. Alright? Then we go to Roman numeral 2. What is this question talking about? The distance TS from T to S. Alright? This one. We know that this is the small letter h. And this is the T, this is the S. So, what we want to find is the H. Now, since there are two sides given producing an angle, we're going to use the cosine rule. So, for H, I'll say H squared is equal to the other two sides. H squared plus T squared minus 2 ST cos H. Alright? So, here where there's H squared, I can just put T S squared is equal to, what is S? S is 1.9. 1.9 squared plus 1.3 squared minus 2. You put 1.9 here times 1.3 times cos 130. Okay, so I'll say TS, when I introduce the square root, will be the square root of whatever we're going to find here. Alright? So we're going to say, open the bracket, 1.9, close power 2 plus 1.3 power 2 minus 2, open the bracket, 1.9, then times, you have 1.3 times cos 130. This is your answer here, 8.4 753,70792. So TS is equal to, you just come and punch the square root. What do you get? You get 2.91249009 kilometers. You round it off to 3 significant figures, 1, 2, 3. You cut here and consider this one as 0. All right, 0 plus 1 is 1, so you have 2.91 kilometers. All right, and that is our answer. Okay. All right, then we go to Roman numeral 3. 1, 2, 3. What are they saying? The shortest distance from H to TS. So we want the distance from here. All right, and we create like a right angle triangle where this is our base and this is our height. So say to get the shortest distance, which is H, is equal to 2A over B. So H is equal to 2. What is our area? Our area is this one. A is area, 0.946 divided by your base is this, TS. What is TS? 2.91. 2.91. You get your calculator, you say 2, open the bracket, 0.946. What's the answer? That one divided by 2.91. Okay. What do you get? This one. So you have the height is equal to 0.6501711821. You round it off to 3 significant figures. 1, 2, 3. You cut here and consider this one as 0. Take note, this is 7. You take 1 as 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. So you have got 0.650 kilometers, not just 0.65. You put a 0 at the end. Okay. So we are done with A. Okay. We go to B. B. Find the angle between 0 degrees and 90 degrees which satisfy the equation cos theta is in. So you have cos theta is 2 over 3. We are saying we need an angle that lies in this 0 less or equal to theta. This is less or equal to 90 degrees. It means this is the first quadrant angle. Okay? So now what do you do? If it is the first quadrant angle, you just say theta is equal to cos inverse of 2 over 3. Direct. So theta is equal to, you can say shift cos. The inverse comes. Open the bracket. 2 divided by 3. What is the answer? You have 48.1896851 degrees. For degrees, you round them off to 1 decimal place if there are no instructions. So theta is, after a point, count 1. You consider this one as 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So you have 48.2 degrees is your angle. Alright? That is B. Then C. We are told to simplify this one. So in most cases, we need to factorize and simplify. Alright? So, you look at the top part. There is what is common here, which is 2. Say, open the bracket. 2 and 2 cancel, remain with x squared. 2 into 8 is 4. Right? Over x plus what? 2. So I say 2 open bracket. When you look at this one, this is the difference of 2 squares. You have, because there's a number you can square to get 4, which is 2. So you have x squared minus 2 squared over x plus 2. So you can factorize this by difference of 2 squares. So you have got 2 open the bracket, x minus or plus 2 if you want, then x minus 2 over x plus 2. So these two guys will cancel. So you have 2 open bracket, you remain with the x minus 2 as your answer. Alright? We are done with question 7, we go to question 8. Question 8. The table below shows the amount of money spent by 100 learners at school on a particular day. So this is the information that we have. then A, calculate the standard deviation. Alright, so calculate the standard deviation, there are a lot of methods. Okay, you can use the tables, or you can use the shortcut method or the direct method. Okay, so here, this is A. We are saying to calculate the standard deviation, we are going to say summation of f, x minus x bar squared over summation of f. You square everything. Alright? Where x bar, which is the mean, is equal to summation of f of x over sigma, or summation of f. Alright? So what we are going to do first is to get the mean. Take note, x is the midpoint. Now, the midpoint of each class interval. Okay? So, if you look at each class interval here, so how do you get, we are talking about 0 to 5. What is the midpoint? It's about 2.5, right? How do you get, you say 0, 0 plus 5 is equal to that, divided by 2. What do you get? A 2.5. So here there is 2.5 here. The next one will be 5 plus 10, got 15 divided by 2, 7.5. So here I've got 7.5. Alright, so you can see that it is increasing by 5. So you can say plus 5. This one will be 12.5. Plus 5. The next one will be 17.5. Plus 5. The next one will be 22.5. Plus 5. The next one will be 27.5. That is your midpoint, direct here. Okay. Then you say, let me get my mean. Alright? Let me get my mean. Alright. So you are going to say my mean, which is the x bar. See what we are doing. F. What is my f? Okay, so what is our frequency here? It's 13. Open the bracket. Our midpoint is 2.5. Plus, here it is 27. Open the bracket, 7.5. Plus, 35. Open the bracket, 12.5. Plus, 16. Open the bracket, 17.5. Plus, the next number here is 7. Open bracket, 22.5. Plus, the last number is 2. Open bracket, 27.5. You divide everything by adding here, or take note, we have been told that they are 100, so you divide by 100. Alright, so you say x bar is equal to, here the job has been simplified now, so you get your calculator and punch the way it is. 13, open the bracket, 2.5, close. The next one is plus 27, open the bracket, 7.5, close. Alright, then plus 35, open the bracket, 12.5, close. Plus 16, open the bracket, 17.5, you close. Plus 7, open the bracket, 22.5, you close. Plus 2, open the bracket, 27.5, you close. What is your answer? This is our answer, 11,1165. 11,1165 divided by 100. This will give you 1.65, or say divided by 100. This is what you are going to get. That is our mean. Alright? Okay, so now we go now and get the standard deviation. The whole lot of this question has 6 marks. So you say my standard deviation is equal to the square root. Now, don't be worried about the line that I'm drawing. It's just a line. A line is just a line, okay? Don't say, oh, this root. Doesn't matter. So, according to the formula, you get your frequency. What is our frequency? Here is 13. So, I'll say 13, open the bracket. X, 2.5. Minus 11.65 squared. Plus the next one. What is my frequency? 27. Open the bracket. X is 7.5 minus the same 11.5 throughout. 11.65, you close. Plus, what is my frequency here? It's 35. Open bracket. 12.5 minus 11.65, you close. Alright, plus, the next number here will go to 16. Open the bracket. 17.5 minus 11.65, you close, plus the next number here is 7. 22.5 minus 11.65, you close, squared, plus 2, open bracket, 27.5 minus 11.65, close, power 2. Alright, everything here we are dividing by the total frequency. The total frequency is 100. Alright, so you get a calculator here and you add. Okay, so you have got 13, 2.5 minus 11.65, close, power 2, plus 27, open the bracket, 7.5 minus 11.65, close, power 2. The next number here is 35, so I'll say plus 35, open the bracket, 12.5 minus 11.65, close, power 2, right, plus 16, open the bracket, 17.5 minus 11.65, close, power 2, plus, alright, 7, open the bracket, open 2.5 minus 11.65, close, power 2. This is what you are going to get, alright? Okay, so this one is our answer, but take note the computer and the calculator had not put this, because it was beaming here to say at least the number of entries. So there's need to add the last one here, this one. So plus 2, open bracket. So when there's something popping up at the end, it's reminding you that you can't punch any further. So you say equals, then add. So you say 27.5 minus 11.65, your square. Alright, this is our total. Alright, so say SD is equal to the square root of 342.75 over 100. So what are we going to say? I'll say the same number that is on the calculator divided by 100 is equal to that one, okay? Then let me find its square root. So I've got 5.87601055V1. It means my SD, my standard deviation, is equal to, you give this correct to 3 significant figures, 1, 2, 3. Consider 6 as 1. 1 plus 7, 8. You've got 5.88 as your standard deviation. Alright? So we go to B. Alright? Answer this part of the question on a sheet of graph paper. Okay. So we are saying using the table above, copy and complete the cumulative frequency table below. This one, we have to put it here. Alright? But usually, before we even do the Roman numeral 1, we got Roman numeral 2 and see how we can divide our graph paper. Using a scale of 2 to 5, units on the horizontal axis, which is the x-axis, and 2 to 10 on the vertical axis, draw a smooth curve. So we are starting from 0 on both sides. Alright, so this is how we are going to demarcate our graph paper. Okay, so we are saying this is 2 to 5 on the x-axis. So meaning that from 0 we'll have 5. The next one will be 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We are going up to 30. This one we are going up to 100. Alright? So from here we'll have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 here. Alright, so you see, if you don't demarcate the graph paper in advance, you might affect your work here, the space here. Alright, so we go back to A, where we are supposed to copy and complete this table, which is actually Roman numeral 1. So you say this is B1, 1 here. We are writing it here. Okay, so this is what we have. How do we complete? Look, you have 0 here. 13 plus 0 is this one. So 27 plus 13 is 40. You are going to say 35 plus 40. Alright, you have 75 here. Then you say 75 plus 16. You have 91 here. Okay? Then 91 plus 7, you have 98. Okay? Then 98 plus 2, you have got 100. This one has been done. So now, Roman numeral 2, we are just supposed to graph it. The same table, we graph it. Okay, so let's go to Roman numeral 2. Take note here, we've said there is 91, 90, there is 75, 91, and 98. Okay, that's what we are going to use. Okay, so the first one is 0, 0, which is this. The other one is 5, 13. This is 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. This one. 10, 40. Well, take note of skipped here. It's supposed to be 5, 13 here. Then 10, 40. 40. So we go all the way up to 40. This point is not there. It has to be ignored. Then 15, 75. 15, this is 70. 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. Then we have 20, 91. 20 here, move from 20 to go all the way to 91. This is 90, 91. Then 25, 98. 25, 98. 98 is somewhere here. Alright. Then 30, 100, which is this one. Alright, so take note of the points that we've created. So from here, you need to move like that, come down. Okay, so I'll try to draw it. Okay, I'm using a pen, but you need to use a pencil. Okay, so you have to come down. Okay. So from here you curve. So this is the kind of a diagram that you're supposed, the curve that you're supposed to draw. Okay. You can even say this is the B2 just here, or you say refer to the curve. Then we deal with the showing your method clearly. Use your graph to estimate the semi-interquartile range. This is like Roman numeral 3. Now, what is the semi-interquartile range? It is Q3 minus Q1. Alright? Q3 minus Q1. Now, how do you find Q3? You're going to say Q3 is 3 over 4 times the frequency, which is what? 100. Okay? You use your calculator. What do you get? 3 divided by 4 is 0.3. That is 0.75. By 100, you get about 75. Well, this is always 75%. So you have got 75. Alright? Then you come to you can even get in advance Q1 first. Q1 is 1 over 4 times 100, n. This, when you work it out, it will take you to 25. Then, those are not our final answers. We'll come to the y-axis. Please, you can write that this side, it is amount in kwacha. Alright? Then here you say it is our frequency. Alright? Going this side. So now, we have these two values. The first thing is we will go to 75 here. This 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75 here. Then you come here so that you meet the curve. So once you meet the curve at that point, you come down. You check the value here. You may not even need to do the lines, just come and check, which is what? It's 15. So here I found the 15. How about the lower quartile? Lower quartile here is 25. I'll come here. This is 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I do the same. Okay, so meeting the graph here. All right, so this is like my Q1. This is take note, from there to there it is 5, so it means each is 0.5. So 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5. So it means this is 7.5. And here we said Q3 is 15. So it means semi interquartile range. Please take semi interquartile range, you divide by 2 here. Take note, you divide by 2. So you're going to say, what is my upper quartile? 15 minus my lower quartile is 7.5. So 7.5. 7.5 divided by 2. Okay, so you're going to say 15 minus 7.5. That's the answer divided by 2. So your semi interquartile range is equal to 3.75. That is your answer. Okay, let's look at question 9. So 9a, we are saying W, X, Y, and Z are 4 points on the surface of the Earth as shown in the diagram below. Take pi to be 3.142 and radius to be 3437 nautical miles. Okay, so you're able to see the globe here. So Roman numeral 1, let's calculate the difference in longitudes between W and Y. Okay, so Roman numeral 1, we have to get the difference in longitudes between W and the difference in latitude between W and Y. So when you look at this one, this is 80 and this is 30. So they're on different sides of the equator. So it's 80 degrees plus 30 degrees. And the answer here will be 110. All right, this is the answer. That's the difference in latitude. So Roman numeral 2 under A, Roman numeral 2A, what is it saying? Let's calculate the distance in nautical miles between X and Z. All right, along longitude 105. X and Z along this longitude. All right, so if it is in nautical miles, we'll say the distance between X and Z is equal to theta by 60 minutes. All right, so we'll say XZ is equal to, in this case our theta is the difference. Look at XZ, the difference in latitude between X and Z. All right, so the difference in latitude between X and Z, which is 110. Well, this is theta and that is 80. 110 times 60 minutes. So XZ is equal to, when you multiply this, you can get a calculator of 6600 nautical miles. All right, then we look at B, the under part 2 of A. The distance between Y and Z, Y and Z along the sake of latitude 30 degrees. So want to find the distance between Y and Z. So we'll say this is along a sake of latitude. So we'll say theta times 60 minutes times cos z. You can use any other formula, then substitute. Cos, take note, this is supposed to be cos x. Okay, so say yz is equal to, now if I'm talking about yz, the theta is difference in longitudes. Okay, so here it is 105 and there it is 115, so you have 120. So you have 120 times 60 minutes times cos the latitude, which is 35. Alright, so yz is equal to, when you work it out, when you get the calculator, you're going to get 6235.38 2907. Take note, this is paper 2, so you can use a calculator. Alright, so say yz is equal to 1, 2, 3. We cut here and consider this one as 1, because we are rounding it off to 3 significant figures. So 1 plus 3 is 4. So I've got 62. 4 here, there's 1 digit before a point, so you have 0, not go mouse. And this one is our answer. Alright? Okay, so B, we are done. So we are done with A. We go to B. B. What is B? B, we are saying find the coordinates of the point on the curve, okay, where the gradient is 0. So we have the curve here. The curve is y is equal to 2x to the power 3 minus 3x squared minus 36 minus 3. So we want to find the coordinates of this curve at the point where the gradient is 0. So by gradient we are saying that is the dy dx, means the derivative is what? 0. So say this is equal to, when you multiply, I've got 6x squared. You multiply this by that, then you remove 1. So minus 6x, there will be 1. Here take note there is x. Alright? So we'll remain with the 36 because there will be 1. 1 times 36 will be 36. 1 minus 1 will be 0. X to the power 0 will be 1. 1 times 36 will be 36. Alright? So we are saying this should be equal to what? 0. Okay? So we can just pick this. We say 6x squared minus 6x, 36. The answer is what? 0. But you can see that there's something common here. There is a 6. We can divide throughout. Why are we dividing? We are reducing. Alright? So we have got x squared minus x minus 6 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. You can solve it using any other method, but maybe I can go for the sum. What's the sum? I mean the product here, our product would be negative 6. 1 times negative 6. Our sum is negative 1. Then what are the two factors? Negative 3 and 2. When you multiply negative 3 by 2, you get negative 6. Negative 3 plus 2, you get negative 1. Alright, now because there is x here, you put x there. So you have x squared minus 3x plus 2x minus 6. The answer is what? 0. Alright? So you're going to say here I factorize, so I say x, open the bracket, x minus 3 you close, plus here what is common is 2. 2 into 2x, it is x, minus 2 into 6, it is 3, is equal to 0. So we have what is common is here is x minus 3. Here it is x plus 2 is equal to what? 0. So everything will be equated to 0, meaning that x will be equal to, if this is negative, then x will be positive. Or x is equal, if this is positive, then the final answer will have negative. Alright, you don't need to waste a lot of time. So now, what we want are the coordinates, that is x, comma, y. We want to have the coordinates for what? For x. So what do? You substitute. You say y is equal to, where there is x in this here, you put 3. So you're going to say 2, open bracket, 3 to the power 3. Minus 3 Here I'll put, you put 3 as well, squared minus 36, open the bracket, 3 minus 3. So when you work it out, you can use a calculator. Like I keep on saying, this is paper 1. You can put these values on your calculator, you try to punch. To open the bracket, 3, the power 3, minus 3, open the bracket, you put 3, the power 2, minus 36, open the bracket, you put 3, minus 3. What do you get? You get negative 84, alright? So negative 84. Meaning that the coordinates for this one, it is x is 3, comma, negative 84, alright? It means for this one, we have, for this point, we have negative 2, comma, when you get negative 2 there and put in this equation, what do you get? You get 41, alright? You get 41. So these are the coordinates. What are we saying? You can get your negative 2 here and put in, plug it into the equation, which is this one. Say 2, open the bracket, negative 2 to the power 3, alright? Minus 3, open the bracket, negative 2 to the power 2, alright? Minus 36, open the bracket, you put negative 2, take note, sometimes you can make those mistakes if you're not careful. Negative 2, minus 3, right? So you get 41. So those are the coordinates of that curve, and you get how many marks? 4 marks here. All right. Then the next question, which is like C, evaluate that integral. All right. So allow me to okay, this is question 11. Please don't mind about the shading here. It was not there, but I will explain. I'll be able to put up the same. This line was also equal not there. Okay, so this is the diagram that we are talking about. This is on the cubic functions or graphs of functions. All right, so okay, that's what we have now. The first one, A. So Roman numeral 1, A. Use your graph to find the solutions of the equations x to the power 3 plus 3x squared minus x minus 3. The answer is equal to 0. Now, if you check here, the equation that we have in the question is y is equal to x to the power 3 plus 3x squared minus x minus 3. This is what we have. All right. Now, to solve this equation, you compare it to this one. You say, is this and this one the same? Yes, everything is the same here. All right. And this is equal to y, meaning that the whole lot of this one is y. So y is equal to 0. Now, what is y is equal to 0? Y is equal to 0. It is the y is equal to 0, it is the x-axis, this one. The x-axis is y is equal to 0. The y-axis is x is equal to 0. But we are interested in y is equal to 0, which is this one. So where are we going to find our answer? At this point where I'm meeting the graph, which is x is 1, you move, x is negative 1, you move up to x is negative 3. So that is our solution. So we are saying x is negative 1. Actually, we can start from negative 3. X is negative 1 or x is positive 1. Means you have solved that one. All right. Then B. What is B? Okay, this is B. I hope it is clear. All right, so we have x to the power 3 plus 3x squared minus x. The answer is 5. That is the equation that is here. All right. Now, how do we solve this kind of an equation? Again, I'll compare this and this one. Is it the same? You realize that here there is a negative 3 missing, which is here. So you're going to put a negative 3. So you rewrite it and say x to the power 3 plus 3x squared minus x. I put a negative 3 here. All right, is equal to 5. But because I put negative 3, I also put a negative 3 here. Then you say the whole lot of this one now is y, which is equal to y minus 3. You have got, 5 minus 3, you have got 2. Now, this is not the answer. We'll go to the graph and identify where y is equal to 2. Okay? So when you look at this one, from there to there it is 10, meaning that each one is 1. So 1, 2. All right? So when you draw a line here, this one, even label it as y is equal to 2. Okay? I think doing something there. I was explaining the same thing to someone. I think that's how I use this paper. All right? So you say 1, 2, 1, 2. So you draw a line. Okay? So now you even name it, especially if you are drawing it yourself. So now, where this line that you have drawn, the y is equal to 2, will meet the curve or the graph at this point, and that point. At this point, you come down here and say, what's the value of x? This is 1, 1.1, 1.2. All right, so you say x is equal to 1.2. Then we get another value. When you check this line, I'm meeting the graph here. What are the coordinates here? This is 1, 1.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. So x is negative 1.5. Then y, and another x is equal to, because we are meeting this point here at this point. So we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have got negative 2.6. Okay? Those are the values for that one. Okay? Then we go to the next part, which is the Roman numeral 2. Calculate an estimate of the gradient of the curve at the point negative 3, 2. So we want the gradient. All right? At what point? Negative 3, 0, sorry. I think that is a 0. Okay, so there are a lot of methods. You can draw the tangent like here. This person drew the tangent, all right? At negative 3, 0 here. Or, because the question has not specified whether we draw a tangent or not. So what you do is, you just use the concept of calculus. You differentiate this. You say, the equation that I'm dealing with is y is equal to x to the power 3. This is the curve. Plus 3x squared minus x minus 3. All right, let me find the gradient by getting the derivative. So I'll say dy dx is equal to, when I multiply by 1, I have 3x, you erase 1, you have 2, plus 6x, all right, minus 1, this will be 1. But our x here is negative 3. So say dy dx is equal to 3 negative 3 squared plus 6 negative 3 minus 1. So dy dx is equal to, when you punch this on your calculator, what do you get? Okay, what do we get? So we can try to work it out. We say 3, open the bracket, negative 3, the power 2, plus 6, open the bracket, negative 3, negative 3, you close, minus 1. So what do you get? You get about 8. Okay, so it means the gradient here is 8, and this is your answer. You are done. You go to the next one, which is B. Okay, take note, this was A, Roman numeral 2A. Then you can deal with the B. Okay, so B, we are saying let's find the area bounded by the curve x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, and y is equal to 20, which is this. All right, if we say x is equal to 0, it is this line. So you see the demarcation here. All right, then if we say y is 20, we have this one. All right, and if we say y is equal to 0, so we have got this. So this is the region, this is the shaded part. All right, that's the area we need to find. Okay, that's the area. But you can demarcate this and say this is a rectangle and this is a triangle. Then you apply the formula for the rectangle and the triangle. So you're going to say area is equal to L times C B plus half times base times C height. So say our area is equal to, what is our length? When you look at this one, it's from there to there, which is 20, and our breadth is about 1. So you say 20 by 1, right? Plus half times, what is our base? If I'm dealing with this triangle, the base is from here to there. From there to there is 1. This is like 1.1, 1.2. 1.2 times, what is our height? Our height is from there to there, which is 220. Okay, so what are you going to get? You can say I have you can say I have 1 divided by 2 is equal to 0.5 times 1.2 times 20. What do you get? You get 12. 12 by plus 20, because 20 by 1 is 20. Just say plus 20, you get your 32. So your answer is 32 square units. All right, and that is your answer. All right. Okay, the next question is part B of the question, where we are told to say express these two fractions as a single fraction in its lowest terms. All right, so part B now of the question is, you have 1 over x minus 4 minus 2 over 5x minus 1. Okay, so you can see that these are two fractions. So we want you to write them as a single fraction, just one. Okay, so we are saying here we get the denominator by just getting the multiple of these. So you say x minus 4, then 5x minus 1. All right, so here you cross multiply. So you have got 1 times 5x minus 1, close, minus 2 times x minus 4. Okay, then we distribute 1 by 5x, you have 5x minus 1. Negative 2x plus 8. Alright? Everything you divide by x minus 4, 5x minus 1. Okay? So, this is equal to 5x minus 2x. Or you can group them first. 5x minus 2x, negative 1 plus 8. Divided by x minus 4, 5x minus 1. Okay? So 5x minus 2x is 3x. Negative 1 plus 8 is positive 7 over x minus 4 and 5x minus 1. Okay. Take note, this is a 1 minus 1. And that is the answer, which brings us to the end of question question 10. Alright? We are remaining with 2 more. Okay, we have question 11. You can pause the video and copy. So we are saying answer the whole of this question on a sheet of graph paper. Himakwewo orders maize and groundnuts for sale. The order price of a bag of maize is 75 kwacha, and that of a bag of groundnuts is 100 kwacha and 50 ngwe. 150 kwacha. Alright? He is prepared to spend up to 7,500 kwacha altogether. He intends to order at least 5 bags of maize and at least 10 bags of groundnuts. He does not want to order more than 70 bags altogether. Alright. Now, if x and y are the number of bags of maize and groundnuts respectively, write the four inequalities. Take note, you have been told that x is for maize and y is for groundnuts. Alright, so as long as you see x is maize, y is groundnuts. Okay. Alright. Okay, so now before we even come up with inequalities, let's look at the second question first. Alright? Well, that one will help us to plot or to come up with a Cartesian plane. Using a scale of 2 centimeters represent 10 bags on each axis. Draw the x and y axis for 0 to 70 for the x-axis, y to 70, 0 to 70 for the y-axis. Alright? Respectively, and shade the unwanted region to show clearly the region where the solution of inequalities lie. Okay, so we create the Cartesian plane. Okay. Okay, so this is what we have, but each is 10. So first one here will be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, we can go up to 80. Now we have been told that x is maize, so you can say this side is for maize. Alright, then y it is groundnuts. You can say this is the groundnuts. Okay, going this side. You can even use a ruler so that it looks neat. Okay, so again we have the first one here is 10. You go to 20 all the way up to 80. Okay. Okay, like that. Then that's when we can now start attempting A. What is A saying? We'll say this is question 11. A. Okay, we are saying let's find the inequalities. So we are saying this person intends to order maize and groundnuts. Now the order price of maize is 75 kwacha per bag. So if you want to order 2 bags, you pay 150. Alright? If you want to pay If you want to order x bags, so it will be 75x. So you have 75x plus, for each bag of groundnuts it is 150. If you want to order 2, it will be 300. If you want to order y, so it will be 150y. All right. Now he's prepared to spend up to this one, not going beyond. Mean that he can spend less or equal to 7,500. All right. Then we reduce this by dividing by 75 by 75. All right. This and that will cancel of x plus 2y is less or equal to 75 into 75 is 1. Into 0, 0, you have got 0, 0. So you have got 100. This is the first inequality. Okay. Then we go to the next one. Maybe we can say this is Roman numeral 1. We go to Roman numeral 2. Okay. Okay, we go to the second one. He is prepared to, okay, we start from here. He intends to order at least 5 bags of maize. Maize is x, so say x. Okay. Let me change the pen. So say x by at least means greater or equal to 5. All right, we can go to the third one. And the at least 10 bags of groundnuts. So groundnuts is y is greater or equal to 10. Okay, so we can go to the fourth one. He does not want to order more than 70 bags altogether. Means that the total number of bags of maize and bags of groundnuts should not be more than 70. So x plus y should be less than, or they might be equal to 70 bags in totality. All right, so we are done. So we go to B. B. Using a scale of 2 centimeters to present 10 bags on the x-axis. Okay. Draw the x and y axis for this range and that range respectively and shade the unwanted region to show clearly the region where the solution of inequalities lie. Okay, so here we might just say refer to the graph of inequalities. All right, so what are we going to do? We are going to now graph these here. The first one is x plus 2y is 100. So we'll say for this one, it's a special case, we'll say x plus 2y is equal to 100. So what you are going to do is, we can create a table of values. Okay, say x, y, and pick maybe 2 values. You can say, if I pick x to be 0, you pick from the x-axis. All right, from here, you say, if I pick x to be 0, what would be y? If this is 0, y will be 50, because you say 2 divided by 100, so it will be 50. All right, if I pick x to be maybe if I say I pick x to be 20, can pick any. So there'll be 20 will be taken this side. So you say 100 minus 20 to be 80. 80 divided by 2, you have 40. So if you put 20 here and put 40, 40 by 2 is 80 plus 200. So these are the coordinates that we are going to plot. So when plotting, you have to be careful sometimes. So the first one is 0,50, then 20,40. Okay, 0,50. X is 0, y is 50. Here. The next one is what? 20,40. 20 is here, 40 is here. Okay. Okay, so you can draw your line. Okay, draw your line. All right, so you're going to name this equation as x plus 2y is equal to 100. Don't say greater or less than, no. What will show that it is the kind of shading that you are going to put up, okay? So this inequality, it is less or equal to, that's why this is it's a solid line, this one. Okay, that's why this is a solid line. So now you use the y-axis here. Always use the y-axis. All right. Now, when you look at this one, from here going there, it is greater. From there coming here, it is less. So we leave the less and cancel the part that is not correct. Okay. Okay, like that. You have that. Okay. This is what you need. Then you go to the next inequality. X is greater or equal to 5. So go to the x-axis, identify 5. Okay, so from here to there it is 10. So meaning that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So I'm going to draw a line passing through that. Okay, we're saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one. I hope you're able to see. And draw a line. Okay, so what kind of an inequality? It is greater. So you know that this side is greater and this is less. 10 is greater than 0. So we shade what is not correct here. All right, going upwards up to the end. Okay, so like that. Then you can name this as x is equal to what? 5. Then we have y is greater or equal to 10. This is the y-axis, and where is our 10? Now identify the 10 here. Okay, so you draw a line passing through that point 10 from here to there. Like that. You can even name it this side as y is equal to what? 10. Okay, so what do we want? It is the greater part, all right? Greater. So you know that from here this is greater and this is less. So we cancel what is not correct here down. Okay. Okay, we have that. Then we go to the fourth one. The fourth one is also very easy. You look at x plus y is equal to less or equal to 70. You may not need to do the table of values. Here we did the table of values both of a coefficient rather than 1. Here there is nothing. So if it's like that, you look at the last number here, which is what? 70. So you put your mark here at 70 on the y-axis. Then you put your mark here at 70 on the x-axis. All right? Then join. That's what it means. Okay. Okay, we join. Okay, so you can name this as x plus y is equal to 70. All right, so we shade now. We want the less part, which is this one. So we get rid of the greater, which is outside. Okay. Okay, that's how the line should be shaded up to here. So in the end, we have this kind of a region. So you can even say R. Now take note here in the vertices here, very important, this. All right, these. Okay. Here, take note here. Okay. Very, very important. Okay, so what we are going to do now, we go to the next question, which is question C. Given that the profit on a bag of maize is 25 kwacha and the on a bag of groundnuts is 50 kwacha, how many bags of each type should we order to maximize profit? So here we're talking about maximizing profit. So we use the objective function, which is what? Profit of X of, maybe say maize and the groundnuts, is equal to the profit on each bag of maize times the number of bags of maize plus the profit on each bag of groundnuts times the number of what? Groundnuts. This is what we are going to use. So we'll say the profit function is X comma Y, which is equal to the profit on each bag of maize is 25 kwacha. Okay? Times X plus each bag of groundnuts is 50 kwacha. Y. So now, how do we get the combination they're talking about? The combination will only come from these points. All right? So when you look at this one, this is 5, 10. So you can say 5, 10. I'll find the answer. The next one here is 60. Here, it is 60, 10. 60, 10. The next one here is 50, 20. So I've got 50, 20. Then we have 40, 30. Then we have 20, 40 here. 20, 40 here. Then we have this one 5, here is about this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So about 47.5. 5, 47.5. What do we get? Okay, so that's what we have there. So what we are going to use this, for example, this point. I'll say 25 by x. What is x? Is 5. So I'll say 25. Okay, 25. Open the bracket. I'll put x. X is 5 plus 50. Open the bracket. Y. My y is 10. Okay, you get 625. 625. You go to the next one. You say 25. Open the bracket. 6 plus 6. This is 6, 10 plus 50. Open the bracket. 10. All right. Please let's verify this point. I'm sure it's not 6, but 60. All right. So this is 60, 10, not 5, not 6. 60, 10. All right. So take note that this is supposed to be 60. Okay. So here it is 60. Okay, so I think we didn't just punch proper. Let's say 25, open the bracket, 60, you close, plus 50, open the bracket, 10. What do we get? 2000. So here it is 2000. All right. Okay, so this is what we get. All right, so the question was how many bags of each type should you order to have maximum profit? Where do you have maximum profit? The highest value here is 2,500. There's 2,500 here. There's 2,500 here. All right, meaning that he has got 3 options. All right, the first option, he can order 40 bags of maize and 30 bags of groundnuts, or you can order 20 bags of maize and 40 bags of groundnuts, or 5 bags of maize and 47.5, which is 47.5 bags of groundnuts. All right, all these will produce maximum profit of 2,500. Okay, then the last one, D. This is obvious. What is this estimate of the maximum profit? It is 2,500. That is the answer there. All right, so this one brings us to the end of our question 11. This is how it's supposed to be. All right, we got to the last question. Okay, this is question 12. Answer the whole of this question on a sheet of graph paper. Using a scale of 1 centimeter to represent 1 unit on each axis, draw the x and y axis for -6 to 10, that is x, -10 to 8, that is y. All right, okay, so we can draw that. Okay, so we can draw the line here. Okay, then we need more lines on the y-axis, which is about like 5. So I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think we are safe here. So when you measure this one, it is 2 centimeters. Okay, so we have 0. So you have like 1 here, 2, 3. I mean 3 should be somewhere here, all the way, both on the x and y axis. All right, so we have 1, 2, here -1, -2, here you have 1, 2, you proceed here, 1, -2, so on and so forth. Okay, so we have something like that. So now we begin to plot. When you look at here, the first one is -5,7, -4,8. X is -5, y is 7. -5,7. All right. So if you check here, follow this line. So -5,7 is this one. This point is A. Okay, it is point A. So I'll say A here. The next one is -4,8. -4,8. B. The next one is C, -3,7. So we have -3,7 somewhere here. From -3 to 7, which is this point, and this is our C. Then D, -4, this one, this is our D. So you join those points. Okay, it's supposed to be there. We join. That is a diagram that we have. All right. Okay, that is the diagram that we have. Then we also have to draw its image. Its image is as these vertices, -5, -3. -5, okay, let me do it like this way. -5, -3 is this one. Okay, then we have the next one is -6, -2. -6, -2, which is this one. All right. The next one is -5, -1. -5, -1. So -5, -1. It's here. So this is the A. Take note, this point is A. All right. This is A1, and this is B1, and this is C1. Then what is D1? -2, -2. -2, -2, somewhere here. All right. Please take note, the point here for A1 is -5, -3. So -5, -3 should be this one. Not this. This is not there. All right. This is A1, B1, C1, and D1. So you can join these. Okay. Okay, and this is what we have. All right. So we got to, because this is the A. Okay, so this is the like A1. These are the quadrators. Quadratro A, B, C, D, and A1, B1, C1, and D1. All right. Then we go to Roman numeral 2. What is Roman numeral 2? Describe fully the the transformation which maps triangle ABCD onto quadratero, quadratero ABCD onto quadratero A1, B1, C1, and D1. Okay, where are these polygons? These. All right, let's describe this transformation from here to there. You can see that this is a rotation. It has rotated. All right, but now just saying that it is rotation is not good enough. We need to find the center of rotation and the angle. All right. Okay. Okay, so we can join the corresponding points. Maybe D1. This is D1 to D, and try to bisect the line. Okay. Okay, if this is what we have, how do we bisect? We open our compass to more than half. You say, okay, I think this is more than half. Then you create an arc, and maybe an arc here. Then you shift your compass to this point, the same point D. Okay, this one, and here this side. Take note, they are not meeting here, so I can come back here and say okay. So here they are meeting at these 2 points, this point and the this point. So draw a line, join them. Okay, so you can use a pencil. Okay, you have that. Then you can get another pair. Maybe C. Alright, and its image, this one. Okay, try to draw some dotted lines. Then later on, you bisect this line. Alright, say, okay, I think this is also more than half. Okay, then you come here, create an arc, and even here you take note where they're meeting. With these arcs, they are meeting here, they are meeting somewhere here. Alright, so you get a ruler joined, so we'll see where the two lines will meet. Okay, so we'll get our ruler join. Alright, so these two are meeting here. This line and this line, they are meeting here, meaning that that one is our center. Okay, so this one is our center. Now, to find the angle, just join the image to the center, the object to the center. Join this and that. Okay, you can see that this is a 90 degrees, this one. If you want, you can measure it with your rule, your protractor. Okay, you say from here. Okay, see, this is in this line, which is 90 degrees. So we know that the transformation is a rotation. Rotation, all right, of, now we are saying from here coming here, it is 90 degrees. 90 degrees are anti-clockwise. You're coming down. So clockwise, all right, with the center, when you look at the center, this is 0,2. 0,2. You have described that one. 40. You get your, how many marks? 3 marks. So in total, you get 5 plus protein. All right. What is the next question? We're saying the matrix, this one, maps the quadrilateral ABCD onto the quadrilateral A1, B1, 2, and D, A2, sorry, B2, C2, and D2. Alright, Roman numeral 1 under B. Find the coordinates of the vertices of the quadrilateral A1, A2, B2, C2, and D2. Roman numeral 2, draw and label the quadrilateral A2, B2, C2, and D2. Okay, so we are saying we've been told that we have a matrix here, which is the 2002. Okay, this is the easiest you can have, the matrix, in terms of the matrix, because of the zeros. So B, you have got the negative 2001. This is mapped onto this triangle ABC D. What are the coordinates here? It's negative 5,7. The 5,7. The next one is negative 4,8. The 4,8. Then negative 3,7. Negative 3,7. Then we have negative 4, negative 4. Negative 4, negative 4. Alright, so you multiply just. Now, look. There are zeros here. It means you multiply this number by what is on top. There is a 0 here. We multiply this with the numbers down. So what are we saying? What is negative 2 times 3? Negative 5. The answer is 10. That's all. You know about this one because it's a 0. Negative 2 times negative 4. The answer is 8. Negative 2 times negative 3. You have 6. Negative 2 times negative 4. The answer is 8. Then you ignore about the 0. Say 1 times 7, it is 7. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 7, 7. 1 times negative 4. Please, D, it is negative 4 and positive 4, not negative, so positive. So here there will be what? 4. So these are the coordinates. Alright, we just write them to say, okay, so these are our coordinates. Okay. Yeah, so these are the coordinates. So we go to the last question. Last part. The quadrilateral ABCD is mapped onto the quadrilateral A3, B3, C3, D3, where A3 is this, B3, C3, and D3. Alright? Describe fully this transformation. Okay, so the first thing that we can do here is to plot it. Alright, so that maybe it's easier. Okay, we can plot it. Okay, so the first point, A3 is the 4, negative 8. 4, negative 8, which is this one. Then B3 is 2, negative 10. 2, negative 10 is here. Okay, then so this is A3, B3, then C3 is 0, negative 8, which is this one. This is the C3. The other one is 2, negative 2. 2, negative 2. This is what we have. This is D3. So we are going to join. Alright? Okay, join like that. Then this one to C. Then you join this to that. Alright, this to that. This is what we are going to have. Okay, so what we are saying is that this quadrilateral is mapped onto this one. Okay, and the question is, let's describe this transformation. You can see that this one is smaller than this one, so it has been enlarged, but it's like it is a rotation. What has rotated, though it is bigger. Now, because this is an enlargement, this is bigger than that one, then we know that it is an enlargement. So say D, it is enlargement. Now, the rotation is just telling you that the scale factor should be negative. Okay? The scale factor should be negative. It simply means that the center will be in between. If the center will be in between, then the scale factor will be negative, and the image will be like a rotation of this one. So now, how do we get to the center? Just get 2 points that correspond, the object and the image. All right? Can do this. Okay. Can even extend it here. Then you go to C. All right? Go to C and its image, which is C3. Okay. Okay, so you join up to here. So they are meeting, the two lines are meeting here. So even if we were to get A and its image, they will meet there. It means this one is our center. So the center is in between. That's why this one looks like a rotation. If it is outside, it will not be a rotation. They'll be on the same side. All right. So because the center is in between, that's why this. That's why the scale factor is negative. All right. Okay. So now it means we are going to say center is the center is, maybe let me write nicely, center, all right, the center is negative 2,2. All right, then you get what we call the scale factor or enlargement factor, which is the image length, all right, divided by object length. Okay, so what you can do is you can just identify the corresponding sides. You can say maybe from A to B, what is the length? All right. What is the length? Okay, or you just get a point that is very easy for you to see. Okay, so maybe I get from here to there. Check. This is 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. So like we have 7.4. Or alternatively, because you are getting points, sometimes you have a problem. You can find this, which is straightforward. You've seen that. A3 to C3. This is straightforward. All right, you can say maybe to avoid the point, let me say A3 to C3 divided by AC. What do we get? I think this is much easier for you. Okay, so we know that for this is 2, 4. So we have got 4 divided by what is AC? All right, from here it is 5. There it is 3, so I've got 1, 2. So I've got 2 here. So K will be equal to 2, but the scale factor will be negative. Why? Because this is like a rotation, okay, of that. So it will be negative, and it is on the other side. So that's where we end for this presentation. Please, thank you so much for watching, for following us, and for subscribing. Those of you that are watching us for the first time, please keep on subscribing. All right. The survival of this channel depends on you people subscribing, giving us comments. Where possible, you can contact us. We're able to discuss or talk about 1 or 2 things. All right. Thank you so much. I've been with you. My name is Piri Kamban. Thank you.